and welcome to your News Now Sports, and welcome to the first Hoops Friday night of the season. I'm Dave Siseski. We'll start things off with a classic, specifically the Elida Tip-Off Classic, the 35th edition of the event. We'll see 3 Lima area teams in action instead of the usual 4. Now, Lima Central Catholic will not be a part of this year's Classic due to the football program state run. So instead, it will be Bath versus Elida tonight and Shawnee against Elida on Saturday. Our Tony Quach has more with head coaches from Bath and Elida ahead of tonight's game. Good evening, Tony.
Good evening, David. Like you said, it's a bit of a different feel with this year's Elida Tip-Off Classic. We'll start things off with Bath versus Elida. Both teams are trying to start their season off with a dub as they attempt to bounce back from sub-500 seasons last year. We're starting things off with Elida's head coach, Matt Tabler. Coach Tabler, what has really stood out to you about your team's preseason practice, and how do you feel like they're prepared for the first week of Hoops Friday night?
Well, I think the biggest thing is getting the system. Last year it was all new to them. We had all spring, all summer, all fall to get ready going into the preseason. I think they feel more comfortable with the system, and I think the more comfortable they feel, the better we'll play.
And last season, both teams faced off against each other twice. Both teams came out with a win. Overall, how is the Elida Bulldogs playing to come out on top tonight?
Well, I think you got 2 different teams from last year. They were 2 good games. We had a game here at the in the consolation game last year, and then we played for league play. But I think we have to do what we do and do it well. They're going to be well coached. They're going to get up and down the floor. I think we are too. But I think at the end, it's going to get who gets the most defensive stops is going to win this game.
Thank you, Coach. We're now turning it over to Bath's head coach, Sean Powell. Coach Powell, again, you're in your second season as a head coach for Bath. What really stands out to you about this year's team in comparison to last year's?
This year is our size. Last year we were big dominant. This year we're guard dominant. So we're going to have to adjust a few things that we did last year and change some things up for this year. And hopefully these guys can adjust early in the season and be able to squeak out a win.
And just talking a little bit further, what's the overall message that you're going to give your players in order to succeed for tonight?
Play together, stay together. Everything that we do on the floor, we got to do as a team. Rebound as a team, defend as a team, offensively create shots as a team. And then at the end of the game, hopefully my 3 guys that's been in this situation before can help us get through tough times.
Thank you, Coach. That's all the time we have for our full coverage of Hoops Friday night. Tune in at 11:15. Reporting at the Elida Fieldhouse, Tony Quach, your News Now Sports.